I think the one thing that's happened with win streaks is we address them. We talk about them. I'm brutally honest with our guys. I think it's a motivation for us. We use it as a positive, not as a burden. Something we can be proud of, sure. But like I said, we've had them before. We've had them broke before. But we sure address them and try to use them. And our players are to be commended. That's something to be very proud of. So I think in doing that, we should bring it up and talk about it, and we're going to continue to do that. And it's not going to deter us from preparing for Nicholls. And these guys have been there before. They've got a team that if you get lazy defensively, they make you pay. And that's something that we've got to be very conscious of going in. Their pattern is great. They're going to set a lot of screens. You don't see a ton of screens anymore unless it's a ball screen. And they do run some ball screen motion. But this is a team that can score the ball. They're sneaky in transition, yet they're a team that is extremely athletic. They play above the rim, and they're big, and they play above the rim. So, we've got to be dialed in, and we've got to stay very focused on our defensive principles at that end of the court. There's various categories. I think in overall they're going to be right there at the top, and you talk about great leaders. Both of them have those qualities, and when you're very fortunate to lead your school in wins, and I don't want to get the cart before the horse here, but that's you're talking special company there, and being very elite. We play a team sport. The individual stuff usually comes when you have success as a team, and both of those guys have started basically every game that I've been the coach here, and I have tremendous respect for them, not just as players but as people, and I'm extremely proud to have been able to help them achieve, in a little way, help them achieve some of their individual goals. But what they've done for representation of our program and our culture and SFA and Nacogdoches has been monumental. I think he's a freshman. I think there's experience. I think there's finding your niche, finding out. If anything, he defers too much to other players, and it's not. I give a lot of his credit the other night, his successes the other night, to the fact he was aggressive on the offensive end. He's one of the best shooters we have. I mean, he's an elite shooter, and he's a very talented offensive player, and yet he sometimes defers too much, not wanting to miss, or not wanting to, okay, let me make the extra pass. And he didn't do that the other night. And it affected his game on the defensive end, and getting his hands on balls and flying around, and he's become a tremendous defender because he is high IQ. He anticipates, he sees things, and now he's gotten comfortable, and so absolutely he's got a bright future in front of him, and he's got a bright future this year because he continues to get better. He's a dedicated, hardworking kid, and we need that offensive output that we got from him the other night, because he's like I said, he's a terrific shooter. He's going to have one of those nights where he's going to make 4 or 5 threes, and that'll change how other teams approach him. He's probably the typical junior college player, and that it takes him a semester to figure things out, and how hard you have to work, and what it takes to be successful. And to be honest, it's probably taken me a little while to figure out where to put him and how to play him, and he's a very, very skilled player. He's a guy that is a great passer. He's got great vision. He's a great ball handler for his size. He's a very good athlete for his size, and now I think he's in a position, conditioning wise, where he can stay on the court longer than 2 minutes at a time, and had to understand how hard we play defensively. So he has tremendous value. And the things that he can do at his size cause some mismatch problems, and he's really blossomed. And I'm excited about the things he can do to help us and to help his teammates with his passing and with his ability to dribble, drive, and get the ball to the rim. Creates a whole other dimension that our offense hasn't had.